Hey, y'all. It's another day. It's 2 minutes past 10. Um, I entered some trades after yesterday's recordings, and they seem to be going fine. Seem to be going fine. None of the trades have closed yet. I do hope that they'll be able to close before today ends because today is a Friday, and as all you know, um, the market's closed. So I'm just gonna hope that they close basically. Trades close. So this is Eurozar. It's got the whole day to come here. I think we will make it. It's gotta come down here eventually. As you can tell, it's trying to break through this um, previous support line when it was ranging, but it doesn't seem to be able to. You see what it's doing? So we're just gonna have to wait it out. Wait it out. It's probably just gonna go lower. I think this is now the new resistance, if you know what I mean, and it's going to the downside. Then we have what do we have? We've got gold. So gold is doing pretty well. Check this out. See that? This is not actually the trade that I took. So let me just. It's not the actual trade I took. So let me just go to the actual trade. So the actual trade looks more like. Let me just. This is not going to be as accurate. So it's more or less something like this. This is the trade. This is the trade. Something like that. I'm hoping that it's going to keep that, momentum. And then we have, what else do we have going on? We have S&P 500. It's going on right now. Um, I'm looking at it and I'm hoping that it's gonna go to the upside because this to me seemed like it had made um, the fourth tap. You see, this is the fourth tap for me. So it could be either the fourth or the sixth tap, depending on where you see it. But yeah. So I'm waiting for this to sort of make its way to the upside, like so. You know what I mean? Something like that. So we'll see if it'll do that as time goes. And then we've got US 30 looking very much like S&P 500. You see that? So I'm waiting for that bounce to the upside. Seems like we're ranging. Seems like we're ranging a bit. And then we're just gonna break like that. You know what I mean? Like we're going like that, and boom. You know. So I'm waiting for that. And then let me see what else. We've got US 100 open as well. These are more or less the same trades, to be honest, because Nasdaq 100. I mean, NAS 100. See that? You see that? It's like literally the same trade. So Yeah, I took this trade look, seeing that this might actually head to the upside. So that's what we got in terms of trades. Today I'm gonna try and limit anything and I'm just gonna observe. The only market that I haven't actually taken a trade on is the euro to the dollar. So I wanna see what's gonna happen now. But I think it's gonna keep going to the downside as you can see there. You see that? Literally touched somewhere around there and it worked people out. I think now it's got the momentum to keep going to the downside. So we're just gonna keep an eye on that, you know? But let's just wait and see, y'all. Let's just wait and see. Um, Jay, if you're the one watching this, by the way, Jay is me. I hope you're doing good, buddy. I know you're doing good because we putting in the work day after day. You know what I'm saying? Day after day. It's not even that much work, to be honest. Let's go! All right, let's go. So, what do we do now? Right now, I'm gonna try and educate about myself about certain things because there are certain things that my mentor sent me that I haven't given the time to exactly assess. So this is the time to do so. Why is it so glitchy? I don't like that. But anyways, let me look at my message here.
Morning, Jeremy. Hope all is well. I see that you went to bed late. Me as well. I forced myself, I put the phone down and I forced myself to go to bed, but I think I only really fell asleep 12:30. But if I can give you advice, right? Whenever you have a low, sorry, a high, a swing high sweeping a low, meaning manipulation or a liquidity grab, and you get a market structure shift, that would be a strong low. So then how can I say, the theory is that the market will not return and grab that low because it already grabbed liquidity. And then your second tap is the next strong low, where you look to enter. So what I would suggest is, when you enter, at first place your stop loss at the low that grabbed liquidity that caused the market structure shift. And then when you get to a point of having a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-2, depending on what your risk to reward is that you are trading, then you adjust your stop loss to being below the second tap. but then you have to make sure that it's the correct tap. Sometimes one can get caught where the market actually goes lower, and then that's the actual second tap. So what I try and teach, and that's what I taught Daniel yesterday as well. Daniel is one of my students that I tutor in trading as well. So what I taught him yesterday is your inducement, your first tap, right, would normally tap into a breaker block. So yes, it will go to the fair value gap, but the fair value gap would be roughly in line with the breaker block. And sorry for all the noise here. It's one of the workers talking with one of the other workers. They are quite loud. So what I was saying is your inducement would tap your breaker block, right? And that's where a lot of retail traders take trades. And that's how smart money induces them into taking trades just to get stopped out. So basically, your first tap, your inducement, will tap into your breaker block, and then your second tap would then go to a demand zone if you are looking to buy. If the market is in a downwards trend, in a bearish trend, then your inducement once again will tap into a breaker block, and then your second tap will tap into a supply zone. Now, depending on how your inducement mitigated your breaker block, that's where you would then establish where you would put your stop loss. So, for instance, if it has mitigated the equilibrium or half mark or 50% of your breaker block, then you will put your stop loss below a strong low. If your inducement tapped into just tapped into the breaker block and it hasn't mitigated halfway or 50% of your breaker block, then you can place your stop loss below your breaker block. But it all depends on what visually is happening in the market. But what I'll do is when I have time, then we'll have a call again where I'll share the screen and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. I hope that helps. But I hope you have a great day. Take care and enjoy. Now you see how easy it actually is, and that's why I don't understand when a lot of people say, um, how can I say, trading is impossible and all that kind of stuff. And I've had people in the past, friends that also trade, that never wanted to really listen to what I had to say, and they are still stuck at signal groups and following all these kamikaze traders where they open 10 or 20 positions at once on a zero point zero 0.01 lot size. So one thing I can say is you are one of the, how can I say, the students that really take advice, and I can see the effects of it and how it's benefiting you, and that's why I'm saying that you are really going to prosper. Because you keep an open mind and you are willing to learn and you are actually hungry to master trading, where others, they kind of just get comfortable with taking signals.